All right, we're back. Thank you very much for joining us. This is session 4, but it's actually part 3 of the videos actually we're loading. So thank you very much for joining me. I thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
So coronavirus is out.
Again.
Yeah. You don't want to do coronavirus?
I do not want to do coronavirus. I don't know why you keep starting with that.
Okay.
That's what you started with last time, too. And that's just...
This is a funny
too
quote.
Too much coronavirus.
So my favorite coronavirus one now is, if you ate Tanika as a kid, you're going to survive the coronavirus. No? No? Another one. Here's another one. If you ever lived in Rosebud, you're going to survive the coronavirus.
No.
Not funny?
No.
Okay. Because that one made me laugh because I thought of the movie Blood Quantum. Do you know what I'm talking about here?
No.
Okay. So there's this movie coming out. And it's got you remember Michael Gray Eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. Who doesn't?
I think I remember him.
Yeah, so Michael Gray Eyes is in this film.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Gray Eyes and Kiowa Gordon and this Forrest Goodluck is kind of famous right now. He's a native guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming in. And that's Ellie Minaj.
Hey, babies.
Manaha. I'll say Manaha. Tail Feather. Yeah. She's in this too. So,
I don't know any of these people.
okay,
Sorry.
Okay, just stay with me, okay? So this movie's called Blood Quantum.
Okay.
And what it is it's a sci-fi zombie movie. And this tribe in Canada finds out they're immune to the virus because of their blood. This tribe that belongs to up there. And so I was just thinking, wouldn't that be interesting if our blood was the source of it all? That our native blood was the thing that saves us all? Think so?
I don't know about that because I think about smallpox.
Oh yeah, that was bad. Of course,
Yeah.
that was that was bad. That was bad. Yeah, so was influenza. Pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything that was brought over during that time.
Why do you suppose that no viruses were over here? I mean, it seems like there was viruses, but...
I think it's because their living conditions were more filthier than ours were.
True.
Because, the way that they lived, they were pretty much in cities and on top of each other and no plumbing and this whole bit. And, we didn't have that issue. So
it's the reason why China is the hot box for new viruses.
it could be. I mean, because how many people are in China altogether?
A lot.
Yeah,
Where's
so
my iPod?
You should, here, I'll do it. Let's see how many people are in China. Because that's a lot of people, you know that. A lot of people.
It was funny as I went to look for my phone, and I forgot that we're using it to record.
Okay, give me a guess of what you think
Okay.
the population of China is.
Solid billion.
Yes.
Was that right?
A little over a billion. 1.386
Holy
billion.
crap, man.
So, and how big is China? I mean, how big is Asia? You think about the continent and everything. I mean, the amount of people that live in China
Yeah.
already, I mean, 1.386 billion. Well, no, that was in 2017 too.
Wow, 2 years
So-
later.
So that's a lot of people.
Do you remember those food channels that you watch where the dude's like walking around the food market?
Yeah, in Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So China has a ton of those, and they don't have any laws against it. It's like a swap meet, and You know how like and I'm not kind of dog any shiprock flea markets here, but remember how those flea market has vendors all over the place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, China has those, just like those food shows that you like to watch, where those people walk around and then they you know,
Street food.
yeah. Well, at those street food places, they'll pile up a pig, a chicken, and like a snake, and then when that pig defecates, drops down to the snake. Snake is like all over in it, and then it defecates, and then it gets onto the bottom. That's how those viruses are created. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Is that where they're saying that it originated from?
Oh yeah, yeah. They're saying it.
I was trying to figure out why you were getting to that.
Yeah. Well, good figuring it out because that's basically.
Well,
how
you're
it
talking about
started.
the street food, and I was like, why is he bringing in my street food?
But
Shake my head.
what's that one thing you like watching?
The Food Ranger?
No. The
Oh, you're talking about ASMR.
ASMR, but with the food.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. That's cool. I've been listening to those.
Oh, okay.
ASMR.
So the ASMR, that mukbang is where they just eat food. They'll eat like noodles, typically dumplings.
Spam.
Spam's a part of it.
Tofu.
Pork. What's it called? Geez, the name slipped my mind, but it's like big pieces of pork.
Spam.
And anyway, so they'll cook it up, and then they'll eat it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do that, just to get on some people's nerves. So
But you might become a billionaire.
I don't know about that, but
Imagine, you know what you should do? You should get some caniga out of the fridge, unfreeze it, and then eat that. Just,
or just chew it.
and then
So I think that, the ASMR, I was never into it ever. And when it came to food, I got into it because of the sounds.
Yeah.
And I remember like being irritated with people chewing with their mouth open, making loud noises like that,
Yeah.
when they're eating. But for some reason, that doesn't bother me. And it's probably even helped me to accept people who eat with their mouth open or crunch real loud, except for your ice.
Yeah.
When you crunch right in my ear, that's annoying.
I was gonna say, doesn't the ice thing bother you still? No, what it is like if you take a ASMR video, is whenever you do something like this, you turn up the volume and
Or you go like this. See, I don't know. Can you hear this?
perfect, yeah.
Like that, and then you go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like that. So I have really bad anxiety. So what I'll do is I'll turn on the ASMR videos or Strictly Dumpling. And this is the guy who goes around in Asia and goes to these different noodle places or 7-Elevens and purchases food. And then he'll rate the food.
Right.
So when I have a really hard time going to sleep at night because of my anxiety,
Yeah.
I listen to mukbang. I won't watch it.
Yeah.
I'll just turn it on and because of the ASMR and just listen to them eat. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I used to get so grossed out by people eating with their mouth open and slipping around.
So China's got like 1.5 billion people right now, something like that. So, and they're making millions of, well, I wouldn't say millions, but they're making a very good living off of those. So, what's to keep you from giving us a good life right here?
Can I do that? Would I be able to go and would I be able to
You slurp up Khaniga.
would I be able to do that and record it? I don't think so. I would get tired of myself after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But I'm gonna be able to cruise around in a Lamborghini.
see, that's the reason why. Because you'll be cruising around in a Lamborghini and I'll be in this 2005 Ford Freestar. That's why.
I know. but I could be in a Lamborghini. I need a Lamborghini.
So I was thinking about doing that, actually. Seriously.
I know.
I was thinking about doing that and getting different fruits. Like if you get the champa, the choke cherry,
Right.
and then you just get a handful of them and then just chomp on them.
Yeah.
And that would be a perfect one to do. Plums, if you get a bunch of plums and
Just like slurp around in it.
right.
Yeah. Like, all right. I remember whenever like there was a buffalo kill one time and everybody lined up. I think it was over there at in Ihonktawa, Makoche. They were drinking the blood.
Yeah.
And I just remember standing next to that guy, and he was like, he had his thing, he was all, and I just thought, but that's mukbang.
Yeah.
What's the translation for mukbang?
I can't remember.
Didn't say?
I know. I've heard of it before, but I think it was just,
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is.
I think I think even eating like wasna, remember? Because kind of like how the like traditional wasna is, you still have the pits inside from the choke cherries. And just eating that, because you would hear the little bitty parts, and it would, I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I think if we did something on like the traditional foods, mukbang or something like that.
Lakota mukbang.
I don't think you would call it mukbang though. You would want to call it something else. But
Lakota cook.
huh?
I'm making things up.
Yeah. So but I think that if we did something like that, that would probably be a great idea to get started.
Yeah.
Doing videos like that.
We could start by smudging.
Maybe you know how. I mean, if we did videos like this, I mean, it could lead to other videos where it's like all you're doing is staring at the camera, like you're staring at the person watching it.
Yeah.
So they can get over that. The fuck you staring at like that? Maybe it will cure them of that. You can just stare at them, just stare at the camera, and just like wipe your nose or pick your nose or whatever, but just sit there and just stare at the camera.
Man.
Remember those insecurities where people don't like people staring at them?
That's every single Lakota person.
Maybe that would cure you of that, or you don't get aggressive anymore, because here comes Lisa Ironclad with her YouTube videos where all she does is just stare at you. She stares at you for long periods of time, like she's judging you. But what that does is it cures you from this whole wanting to get angry because somebody is staring at you, ordeal where you work through. Thank you, Lisa Ironclad, for creating these videos where you're just staring at me for 10 minutes because I'm not angry anymore when people stare at me. They're not, I don't get this urge to go and hit them or say, "What the fuck you looking at, bitch?" Kind of thing. Man, I can make money off of that.
You would make money off of that, but not the mukbang.
You just sit there like that. It'll be different videos. It'll be different videos, like maybe one where you can see like some action going on behind me, like maybe at a powwow. So it takes them back to that setting. Maybe they're at the powwow.
Yeah.
Walking around the arbor. And somebody's just sitting there staring at them. I'll be that.
Yeah.
So I'll be in that setting. You could place yourself there in your head.
Yeah.
So whenever you go to the powwow, you remember this video that I made where I'm at the powwow and I'm staring at you.
Yeah.
And then you'll get over it like, she's staring at me. Oh, wow. I can cure people.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
So, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
There you go. And then you just like that. Yeah, I mean, imagine you could go to Walmart, right? Just go to Walmart and just film yourself staring, and then when they walk into Walmart, it's like, man, it's been so hard for me to walk into Walmart. I just hate running into people. But ever since I've been watching Lisa's videos, I can go into Walmart now.
I can go into Walmart with my head held high, it doesn't matter who's staring at me. It could be the greeter asking for my receipt, and I'm like, hey, you know what? That's your job, man. Here's your receipt. There could be all sorts of videos that could be made.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
That would be awesome.
Just be a Walmart greeter in one of the videos, May I see your receipt, ma'am? Whatever.
That's funny. That's perfect though. That's a $1 million idea right there. Anyway, it's a good idea though. What's your favorite thing about being married? It's our last question.
I think being married for me, because this is my second go at it, because the first one didn't work very well. Mm-hmm. The second time around, I came in with assumptions because of that. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people that we know were married twice. There's only those very unique couples who've been together forever.
Yeah.
Kind of ordeal. But going into it the second time around, was totally different from the first time that I got married, for one thing. I really feel like I'm safe, that I'm comfortable, that I'm secure. So I'm really happy where I'm at right now.
I am too. Literally took the words out of my mouth.
Well, you can tell just based off of the children, our kids.
Yeah.
You can tell just based off of them how our marriage is. Because if our marriage...
I mean, they were running around here just the beginning of this recording.
Yeah. I think they can feel that. Yeah. They know that. They understand it because that's what they live, is, constantly being around us. And I say constantly because they're homeschooled now.
Yeah.
But constantly being around us, they're reflections of us. And so far it's okay. I hope. So, what about you?
I think I'm in the same boat.
Oh, okay.
I feel like what you said, comfortable, safe, secure, and it's just, when I think about like how many people argue in relationships, and it becomes almost all about that. Like, people complain about their marriage or their relationship, and they're constantly arguing, and it becomes about that. Mm-hmm. And like with us, I mean, in our relationship, we argue, but it doesn't like become all about that.
Yeah.
But we do go all out in arguments. But we're always at that. There's always this like little angel on our shoulder or something like that that's always saying, you gotta live with her, right?
I think I'm that little angel on your shoulder.
Like, I know.
You're out of line, right?
Like, that shit you just said just now, it's pretty fucked up. All right, you can't go there.
I'm the angel on my shoulder, and I'm the angel on his shoulder.
There you go.
That's me.
Yeah. So, anyway, I just think that's it, though.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to relationships, being as true and honest and not trying to romanticize it helps a lot. Understanding that you're both different people, that you have your own beliefs, that your own perceptions of things, and that's okay.
Yeah.
As long as you find a way to work through it. I think that relationships are always going to be that way, because you have two individuals who are individuals, hopefully, and not, this is how you need to be because I say you need to be like that kind of ordeal. Are we done?
We're done. I love you.
I love you too.